And we're all done with Good Egg Galaxy, so...
A new galaxy has appeared.
Out of thin air!
Honeyhive Galaxy. Sweetness.
Not shown to scale. There he is right there, B Mario taking flight.
Yes.
I smell a boss fight. Well, in the last level we toppled a monarchist.
So I guess we better be prepared.
I know, can you believe it? Actually, I do want to fly high, and if you're going to mock me about it, I'm going to use you. Well,
Whoa.
what a rude pair of beaches.
Wow, they're really giving you the business.
Yeah, buzz off. I learned this one at Mario at the Olympic Games.
And it achieved something.
Well, they always try to throw a star bit at you at this point because you're not supposed to be going this way to get to the castle. Honeys and flowers together? Now, this area lends credence to the fact that these boulders are sentient beings, or else they're in perpetual motion and constantly changing gravity. I wonder if these guys like rock and roll. So Mario's going to do his best to murder them all, and hope none of their blood spills on him.
It looks like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Looks like Mario's about to evade a rock. Almost missed you, there we go.
Destroy them all. Mario is stone cold. There wasn't even a 1-up awarded. Totally pointless.
Now this creature here is completely harmless, just tries to run away from you.
I wonder what's got that guy so bugged.
And it'll fall over onto its back eventually. But we can murder them anyway and get a coin. This is the B Mario. Check out his suit. It is the worst suit. If you hold A in the air, your fly meter will drain and you will slightly move upwards. B Mario cannot do backflips, side flips, double jumps, triple jumps, or long jumps.
It's like the hover nozzle, but worse. In the castle, it's a platform.
And if you get hurt by anything, you'll lose your B-ness. Bees! They tried to trick me. I'm too clever for them, though.
That's about as far from a castle as you can get.
It's not even hive-shaped. Hive mined the star bits. That's why I collected the B power-up before coming down here, or else I would be straight into the star bits. Oh, I wasn't aware of that. You know, coming from a B, that really doesn't mean much. You know, double negatives.
You won't get me with your honeyed words.
The purple flowers, only bees can stand on them. If you don't have the power-up, you'll break right through them.
Sounds like you need to beef up.
Are you trying to neck-tarnish his reputation?
I didn't mean to belittle him.
Oh, and honey is heavy. If you try and jump over the gap from honey and you're not a bee, you'll just fall right into it. Once again, outsmarting them. if you fall into water as a bee, you'll lose your bee power-up. Bees don't like water. But you can fly low to the ground and make beautiful sparks of water shoot up. The height you gain from the bee suit is not insect-nificant. Honey Nut Marios, be happy, be healthy. Now, up until this point, we could have actually done all of this without the bee suit. We could enter this launch star. At this point, they throw a new mechanic that requires a bee suit.
And we land down here as opposed to making a beeline to Queen.
One of the perks of being a bee is that you can climb onto walls. Yeah, it looks like you're having a real blast there. Standing still, clung to a wall, having a whale of a good time. Wait,
What?
of course they try and immediately throw you into starbits. Bees can stick to walls. Anybody can stick to honey. You don't need to be a bee to stick to honey, but it helps.
Not even their bees would need to stick to honey though, because they can fly infinitely.
Yeah. It's just built for people in bee suits. Really weird people in bee suits.
Well, if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, to each his own. To bee, which is pony. Enter once the giant question mark coin didn't spawn starbits all over my path. It's a good thing Mario's such a hard worker. Bee. The final challenge. If you get hit here, you have to go all the way back down.
Boss fight cutscene?
Who might you be?
Mario MB.
Bee choir? Buzz assistance?
Sounds like a case of the hives.
I wonder what title she will bequeath us with if we help her. Even though she isn't sticky, she's very fuzzy and it looks really good in 720p. And she's surrounded in starships, so a meteor broke open a launch star and it just happened to all stick to her.
Well, look at that gravity from her.
She's shaped like a kidney bean. She just called us a noob. That really stings.
Can you interrupt her flying by flying into her, or landing in her wings?
No, her wings are very protective. You can see we have starbits surrounding this launch star, and if we launch, we instantly collect them, and there's nothing we can do about it. So...
Yes!
it's time for Plan B. Now, as I said before, there is no way to get out onto the final platform with the Queen Bee without getting the bee suit. But we don't need to get there because it just launched us back to the main island on top of a very, very large tree. So our goal is essentially get to the top of the tree by any beans possible. And that tree is actually the one located up on top of this ramp, surrounded by starbits. And it really bugs me that this whole area up here, you don't even visit in this episode, but it's full of starbits you can collect. And we need to be in the bee suit in order to easily get to the branches on top.
That bee suit really is her BFF.
Best furry forever. As a matter of fact, all of the stumps on this section of the island spawn starbits. Imagine you're just out in the day trying to collect some firewood, you chop open the stump, and you're surrounded by starbits, and you have to restart your level. I tried to teach my Mario to stop stamping on all of the stumps, but he just won't behave. It's a good thing we're in the bee suit, or else we would have been stuck there. This slope is too steep to be walked up. Unless you're in the bee suit, you can actually hop up incredibly steep and slippery slopes. If you have the fly meter, then you can actually fly up them, but your fly meter is not replenished when standing on a slippery slope, which is very problematic, as you'll see here in just a second. Because the bee suit cannot jump any higher than a regular jump, we need to employ the player 2 star. If the player 2 points at the player, and they both press A, players 1 and 2 press A at the same time, Mario will make a super jump. And even as a bee, you can do this, and it lets you get on top of this tree, which is not the right tree. But it's the closest we're going to get. I hope you feel as good about this compromise as I do. If you slide down these branches and get enough height and have enough fly, you can actually get to the next tree. And it's very difficult to do. In order to do this, I have to pick up both Wiimotes, one in each hand, point, and simultaneously press the A button on both Wiimotes, then drop the second Wiimote, pick up the nunchuck, and try and get my Mario on top of the branches while preserving as much fly as possible. Waggling the Wiimote in between jumps up the tree helps get a little bit more distance without using fly, but Bee Mario can jump on slopes without flying a little tiny bit.
What the?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
When will this be over?
Hey, mind your own business! But with just enough slope physics and just enough hours poured into it, you can preserve orange level of fly. If you get to this point on the tree with orange flight, and you get right over that seam in the branches, then you should be good. If you're out of fly, you can just hop up like a dolphin. At this point, I really don't care. I am progressing. I don't care how ridiculous I look in a pea suit. He's pretty fly for a yellow and black guy. It's ironic that I'm a bee, but I'm mashing A.
By this point, you're already beat.
And I don't care about helping the Queen Bee in this timeline.
Yo, Toads, what's the buzz?
No, I'm B. Well, all you have to do is fall down the tree, really.
Still spinning. With a mustache.
You want to turn off that headlamp? It's really distracting. Mario does kind of look like a burglar with antennae on his beanie. It's bigger than I am. I kept it in my back pocket. A, B, C's that. Okay.
And you lose the bee suit.
Yeah, you don't actually get to carry over power-ups from worlds to the home world. And somehow, I guess, all the Toads jumped onto my foot at the last second and traveled with me.
You never used combed over. No! High score. Did you say you discovered a new galaxy?
We discovered a new galaxy, but we're not even broken into, the Honeyhive yet. Mario hasn't said one word to either of these people. Oh, I'd better hurry.
Or else.
You know what that means.
Was the new galaxy you discovered the garage?
No. If only. In the terrace there is a new unlocked level, but we're not gonna go there for quite some time. That's the male Toad. He doesn't have any male or female for us right now, though.
This way, right there where I'm standing.
Yeah, you look totally beat up about it there, Toad. He's going to welcome us to the end of the game. Jesus, point it like a little bit upwards at least. It's right in my face.
I got it! Every single power star he gives us powers that lamp.
Why can't we just send him out into the dark part of the Comet Observatory? Be like daytime in there.
Explorer Toads exploring? What kind of nonsense is that? No, she's just a crazy old cat lady. It's easily confused.
I thought you were supposed to be the brainy one.
They can't step on a switch, but they can help build a ship. What kind of starship will it be? Functioning, hopefully?
Well, you actually can see their blueprints, or rather green prints, off to the left there.
Spoilers!
You know what? This ship is for me. I'm commandeering this vessel. No one can have it but me! Fine, I don't need your stupid starship.